All right, so part two, in the evening, I suggest this for the evening and the other one in the morning because the morning one kind of warms your body up a little bit more before you start moving. And at the end of the day, generally we've been moving a little bit more, so we're naturally just a little bit more limber, if that makes sense. But I do want you to start off in this sequence with just a couple sun salutations that move pretty quickly, just so you can get your body ready for it. So let's just go ahead and start. So toes and heels together, arms down by your side, take a big breath, take an inhale, and exhale. All right, inhale, sweep those arms up overhead, spiral those pinkies in. As you exhale, take a little back bend, press those hips forward, heart draws up. Inhale all the way up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step that right leg back, left leg back, meet in your plank, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into your downward facing dog. Inhale, step that right leg forward, left leg forward, fold. And then slowly come up. One vertebrae at a time, sweep those arms up overhead, draw the hands through heart center. Again, inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step that right leg back, left leg back, meeting your high push-up or plank, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step that right foot forward, left foot forward, fold. Slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time, arms sweep up overhead, hands through heart center. One more time, just getting your body warm. Just move with breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot forward, left foot back. Meet in that high push-up or plank. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left foot forward, fold. And then slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Arms sweep up overhead, hands draw to heart center. All right, inhale. Sweep those arms up overhead. As you exhale, just sit your bottom down, kind of like in your chair pose. So sit your bottom down low, shift the weight into your heels, maybe float your toes up. And now here, I want you to shift the weight into that left leg. Inhale, right knee up in line with your right hip. We're gonna tap those toes forward, lift, forward, lift. Keep it bent in that left knee. 3, 2, 1. Now move it laterally, so out and then in, out and in. Try to keep these hips square, so try not to lift. You're just moving. We're gonna open up each part of our legs is what we're kind of working on. 2, lift, 1, and backward, 4, lift, 3, sink low in that left leg, 2, 1, bring that right foot forward, set your bottom down low. Inhale, left knee up in line with your hip, and then tap and lift, tap and lift. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. So you're sinking into this low chair, but keeping that right knee nice and bent for 5, lift, 4, lift, 3, lift, 2. Send it laterally out for 4, in, 3, stay low, 2, 1. Reverse for just tap and lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, come down, hold it, 3, 2, inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step that right leg back, but spin the toes 45 degrees and then inhale, rise up to your warrior A. Hips square, sinking nice and low. As you inhale, lift your gaze up, and as you exhale, release the hands down, step that left foot back, meeting your high push-up or plank. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Meet in your downward facing dog. Inhale, step that right leg forward, spin the left foot 45 degrees, root down. Inhale, you rise, warrior A, breathe. And then exhale, hands come down, step that left foot forward, forward fold. And then slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Arms sweep up overhead, draw those hands to heart center. All right, one more time. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, sink nice and low into your chair pose. Now we're just gonna pulse it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot back. Angle it 45 degrees. Inhale, root down. Rise up, warrior A. Reach up, warming you up. Exhale, hands plant. Step that left foot back, meeting your high push-up or plank. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it into your downward facing dog. Step that right foot forward. Spin the left foot 45 degrees. Root down. Rise up, warrior A. And as you exhale, hands come down. Step the left foot forward, forward fold. And then slowly come up. All the way up, up, up. Draw those hands to heart center. Exhale, set it back. All right. So warm up your body before you begin to move, no matter what. You want to have a little bit of stretch going on. So just a little bit of movement. And this one here, we're going to be back on our feet. So bring your toes and heels together. And this one, for the first 2 weeks, I'm going to show you exactly where I want you to stay, but I'll show you kind of where we're going to be going into. So bring your arms down by your side and let those fingers kind of face forward, like your palms are opening towards the front of you. Shift the weight into this left leg, and then we're going to inhale this right thigh up. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see all these great movements here. So standing tall, inhale, right thigh up. Knee is in line with your hip here. So it's parallel, right? And then I want you, if your foot's doing this, I want you to take a hard flex of that right foot and make sure that that ankle is also stacking right below your knee. So this is where you're going to stay and just work on holding it. Now, after a couple days of just standing still, and I want you to put a timer on for about a minute and just hold this posture. After you feel good, you feel solid, this left leg feels really strong, locked out and engaged, then I want you to begin to round and hollow out your belly. So you're going to make this like, I don't even know what to call it, like a big swooping crane or something. Anyways, wrap it around here and grab underneath your hamstring and just hold that. So your rounding sensation is going to hold. Your left leg is still locked out and solid, but my leg begins to shake. So I want you to stay here as long as you need to have this like leg shaking thing go away. And then eventually what we're going to do is we're going to round all the way down and grab around our foot. And then we're going to begin to kick this leg left out, or that right leg out. So I don't want you kicking, at least for like the first, I want to say 2 weeks. If anything, I'd rather you stay right here and just work on that. If this feels super, super easy for you, it shouldn't actually. So you're just going to stay here for 2 weeks and just work on that. And the idea is we're getting ready to move into an extension of being able to send our legs out, okay? So again, arms down by your side. All you're going to do, let's switch sides. Feet down, shift the weight into your left leg, inhale, lift, left thigh up. Now notice when I want to bring this left knee up, my body kind of wants to bring my left hip up. So I really want you to work on squaring it. If you have a mirror that you can look at yourself in, do that in this posture. Knee in line with your hip. Hard flex of the left foot. Ankle is also stacked directly below knee, and then kind of pull that right hip up and just stand really still. Eventually, again, you're going to begin to inhale, hollow out your belly and round, kind of gathering maybe around underneath this hamstring. Maybe around this knee is even a good option too, but make sure this right leg stays locked out and solid, and then begin to kick that foot forward. So even I can grab onto my hamstring and get that same straight leg, but I want you to make sure that that ankle, knee, and hip, when you do extend it, stays in line. So you're not coming here, you're really focusing on staying lifted here, okay? So go ahead and release, shake it out. Bring your hands to your lower back, take a back bend. So again, press the hips forward, allow your gaze to go back, allow your throat to kind of feel that stretch, and your heart to shine. Bring it all the way back. Okay, bringing those arms down by your side. Right elbow is gonna come to right waist or hip, flip the palm up. So there's a couple options here, and for cheerleaders, I believe, but don't quote me on it, you grab on to the outside of your foot, which makes more logical sense. So if you kind of reach and grab for your foot and then put the knee in, okay? So grab onto that foot and then bring those knees back together. So your knees are in line, thighs are parallel with one another. Dive the right knee down, but try not to let this hip go back. So kind of pull those hips forward and then bring that left arm up, nice and straight. I want you, if you have a timer handy, to spend 30 seconds standing still, just like this. So this is already a back opener, it's a back bend, and you haven't even moved. So it's a nice way to ease into the posture. You just stand still for 30 seconds, working on balance again in that left leg. Draw the knees together, thighs together, soften into the right shoulder. Allow the weight of the foot to begin the back bend before even moving. Left bicep comes into the ear, maybe even behind your ear. Palm is going to face forward. So if you could see my palm, it's facing you like I'm giving you a really strong high five. Now here, when you feel solid in this balance, after about 30 seconds, take an inhale, reach up through your hand, but before you move anything in your upper body, kick that foot back. So I'm going to turn towards the side. So what you're going to do is you're going to kick your foot back, back, back. And when you can't kick anymore, then begin to drop that torso down, hinging right from those hips, right? So it's a kicking and reaching, equal or opposite. Notice that you can't have one without the other. So take your time, maybe just come down this far right here and just work on standing still. Find a focal point in front of you, probably about 3 feet on the ground is generally better, and then begin to extend a little bit more. So you really have to reach and kick, and you're creating this really big back bend in your spine, so take your time. You're not gonna go all the way on your first day, take your time. Each day you're gonna feel yourself maybe be able to go a little bit deeper, go ahead and come all the way back out of it, meeting down by your side. Okay, let's try the other side. Left elbow, left waist or hip, palm flipped up, drop that hand down. Again, take a grip, probably around the outside of your foot, draw the knees together, thighs together, hips are going forward like headlights shining forward, not up, not down, they're going forward. Arms coming up overhead, take an inhale, reach up, and now as you exhale, kick, 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 just kick, kick, kick. And when you can't kick anymore, then hinge and reach. And if you can see yourself in the reflection, try to keep your hips square. And that's gonna create that nice back bend. And back bends are used all over the place in cheerleading. So you're just creating that length. It's like a bow and arrow. You're kicking back as you're reaching forward, extending out 2 different directions and finding your balance. Hold it for 3, 2, inhale, all the way back up. Nice job, exhale, bringing those arms down. I want you to hold that set or that exercise for 1 minute on each side. So just find that timer and lock it in. Once you're there, just go ahead and just shake it out, letting it go here, unwinding, and then inhale, arms sweep up as you exhale, forward fold, allow yourself to just hang. So you just come out of a big back bend. Once you do those big back bends, always reverse the forward fold and just allow yourself grace and be heavy in that body. So bend the knees, wag your tail, shake it out. Perfect. And then go ahead and slowly roll onto your bum. We're going to come onto our bottom. We're going to do bridge. For 2 weeks, bridge is it. So no wheels, even if you can do the back bends, I just want you to really warm up to them. It's a big posture. So we're going to move into our bridge. So knees are going to stay up towards the ceiling. Arms come down by your side. Palms flip down. Send your gaze right up to the ceiling and don't let the gaze move. So don't turn your head to the left and right. You can just listen to my voice. Heels come in towards your bottom. Palms face down. Take an inhale and now press through the heels and the balls of your feet, lifting your hips up. And once your hips are airborne, take a 10-finger interlace grip underneath you. Begin to walk the shoulders under so your body weight is supported in your shoulders rather than in your neck. Continue to take that inhale, and as you exhale, press more into the balls of your feet, into those heels, and lift your hips up higher. Now in 2 weeks, if this gets boring for you, come up onto your tippy toes, but that's it. So this is as far as we go in this big bridge. It is a big back bend already, so stretch those hips up, breathe, 3, 2, and then slowly come down. Send your arms out nice and wide like that capital letter T. Let your knees drop over to the left. Inhale them back to center, exhale over to the right. Back to center, exhale over to the left. Inhale to center, exhale over to the left. Nice job. Pull those knees in nice and tight. Pull them in. All right, so I'm gonna reverse directions on you. I think, yes, you can see. All right, so here, keep this left foot planted on the ground. Inhale, reach and grab for your right big toe. So this is similar to what you did in the morning, but it's on the ground, which is better at nighttime anyways. And then send that right leg up towards the ceiling. So grab a hold of the big toe, see if you can straighten your leg, and then just slowly allow this right leg to open to the right. You can keep your left arm out in line with your left shoulder, keep that palm planted, make sure your left shoulder doesn't want to lift. So you can leave this left foot on the ground, that helps kind of support, but if you want more of the stretch, release that left leg long, flex that foot, and then just gently begin to open this right leg over to the right. So you're moving into a really big hip opener. I prefer it on the ground in the evening. It just feels a little bit easier, and a lot of the times, this allows you to be able to go deeper into that posture. So it's the same posture we were in standing, except for you know your alignment's good, right? Your back is against the wall, And if you need to bend a knee to do it, that's totally fine. So breathe here for 3, 2, and then slowly help that knee back up, release that right foot down, walk that left foot in, windshield wiper your legs to the left, center, to the right, center. All right, opposite side. Keep the right foot planted if that feels good. Inhale, grab the left big toe, extend it nice and long. Straighten the leg here. Again, if you feel like you have the flexibility, you can release the right leg down, take that inhale, and then slowly, just slow. And if this is as far as you get today, then that's where you stay and you just feel that stretch. But use those inhales to kind of fill up that gas tank, and then the exhales, see if you can go a little deeper. So the breath is going to really help you move into these postures. The exhales, you tend to be able to soften a little bit more, go a little bit deeper into the posture. So take your time, do that, and stretch it out. Once you have that stretch, release the right arm out in line with your right shoulder, and maybe you even send your gaze to your right fingertips, because it helps include the whole spine in that beautiful twist. So send one more breath there, inhale, one more exhale, and then return that leg all the way back up. Release those feet down, windshield your wiper, legs to the right, to the left. You're just releasing some of that tension. And then you're gonna meet with your knees up towards the ceiling. So grab onto the top of your knees, give yourself that nice big bear hug. Take 3 rock and rolls here for 3, 2, and then come all the way up to seat. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open up nice and wide. So we're moving into butterfly. So feet touch, press them in, and then pull those heels in. So this is a nice big hip opener as well. And you can even then wag your butterfly wings. Well, that's not right. We don't wag butterfly wings. You can fly them, but keep a nice grip hold and just kind of loosen up those hips here. And now return them back to center. When you inhale, pull the crown of your head up, straighten into the spine, chest forward, and as you exhale, slowly begin to fold. So coming down, keep your spine nice and straight here, and then use those elbows to open up the thighs. And that's gonna feel so good, but release your chin to your chest and breathe for 3, 2, slowly come all the way back up. Nice. Now left shin is going to come parallel to whatever a straight line is in front of you. So bring it in front, flex your foot, and then that right shin is going to stack on top. So you make what look like fire logs stacked on each other. There should be a little triangle in your personal space. So keep that. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead, and as you exhale, just fold. Keep your hips and your sits bones rooted. So once your hands touch down, I want you to press the earth away from you and then release the chin to chest. So you feel that really nice stretch going down the outside of your legs. Hips are opening, holding it for 3, 2, and then slowly come all the way back up. Flipping over, right shin on bottom, left shin on top, feet are flexed, one on top of each other. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, just let them slowly float down. Once they do touch down, maybe walking them out a little bit further, maybe releasing down to your forearms. But do make sure that those sits bones, you can feel them on your bottom, they stay connected to the earth. Release the chin to the chest. Take a nice big inhale and a nice big exhale. And then slowly walking those fingertips back in. Bring that left knee and point it straight out in front of you. Right foot or right leg is going to cross on top. So your knees are stacked one over each other, but make sure your bottom is not sitting on this left heel, all right? And then bring the right fingertips behind you. Inhale, left arm up. As you exhale, slowly hook that elbow in and then gently begin the twist. So twist from the lower back first, and then the middle back, upper back, and finally your gaze follows last. Just stretching out that spine for 3, 2, returning the gaze back forward first. Inhale that left arm up second, release it down. Kind of go through some wide, fun little splits just to switch. So your right knee is going forward this time. Left foot is planted. Inhale, that right arm sweeps up, and exhale, slowly, gently begin that spinal twist. Hooking the elbow, sending your gaze over your left shoulder, breathing here for 3, 2, and then return it back to center. Nice job. Just walk that left knee out, pull that right knee in, give yourself a big little squeeze, and now you get to just slowly roll onto your back, releasing the lower back, the middle back, upper back, head and neck up last. Lie down, and then you've earned your way into your Shavasana. So the nighttime routine, it's more on the ground. It should bring you down a little bit in terms of like relaxation, and that first one is kind of firing you up. It's a daytime one. We're waking up, sun salutations, it's on our feet. Let me know what you think, and if you need any adjustments, or feel free to send me videos of you doing the postures if you want like alignment cues or whatever, or just pop over to my house and we can do alignment cues so you know what they should feel like and how they should look. All right, good luck.